wrestling fans. My name is Brian Crazy. You are watching the F and Brand of Wrestling and Entertainment here on YouTube.com. Thanks for tuning in once again. I am back with my TNA Impact Wrestling review for August 30th, 2012. It was a pretty good night on Impact. I'm going to run through the card, and then I'm going to get this video uploaded. And it's up to you guys, the fans and subscribers, to let me know your thoughts. Let me know your feedback. This isn't just about what I have to say. It is about what you have to say. I love hearing all the comments that you guys send in. I apologize if I can't respond to them all, but trust me, I read every single comment that comes into this channel, and I value all of you guys, the fans and subscribers, if you've been here since day one or if you joined just an hour ago. The fans and subscribers that have been here for quite some time know exactly how I operate, and they can vouch. They can stand up for the F and Brand, and they can stand up for Brian Crazy. So let's jump into TNA Impact. We get a recap of last week's Impact, and then we get a recap of the situation that's been going on with the Aces and Eights, the attacks over the last few weeks, and especially the attack on the World's Heavyweight Champion, Austin Aries. Austin Aries starts off the show. He makes his way down to the ring, and he wants to fight the Aces and Eights. He points out that they attacked his right arm and that he is left-handed, and he throws his punches with his left hand. Hulk Hogan and Sting then come out. They pledge their support to Austin Aries, and Austin Aries says, hey, he ain't going anywhere. He wants to fight one member of the Aces and Eights. The Aces and Eights then come up on the big screen and let everyone in the Impact Zone and let Hulk Hogan, Sting, and Austin Aries especially know that they will make their presence there tonight. They will make their voice be heard. Then we go into the first match of the night, but before we hit the first match of the night, ODB was backstage. She's trying to find Eric Young. She was on the phone. She says, hey, Eric Young, you got 15 minutes to give me a call back. You're supposed to be my husband. You're supposed to, be there. Well, where are you? But 15 minutes goes by. I guess Eric never called her back, but she said she'll give him into next week. Then we see James Storm versus Rob Van Dam in a Bound for Glory series match. This is a pretty good match, a little over 10 minutes. Really did seem like the styles really clicked in this match. You got more of the brawler in James Storm. You got somebody like RVD who does more of the high-flying style, but it was still a decent match nonetheless. Very good for free television. You got to think this is free ad-supported television. If you want pay-per-view quality matches, you have to watch a pay-per-view. Not that I don't like to see good matches on television. We've seen a lot of good matches on television. Let me clarify my previous comment. But these are to get you interested. They're to tell a story. They're teaser matches. They want the payoff to be at the pay-per-view. I'm sure if you've been a wrestling fan for a little while, you understand how this all works. But James Storm did pick up the win to gain 7 points in the Bound for Glory series. Christy Hemme brought out James Storm for a post-match interview, and James Storm says he's doing exactly what he promised to do. He's going to go on, he's going to win the Bound for Glory series, and eventually he will become the World's Heavyweight Champion once again, just like he promised. Then we see Madison Rayne versus ODB, the beautiful Taryn Terrell. Oh, I love every time she comes down to the ring, the former Tiffany of WWE. She has just such an incredible smile. And Madison Rayne insulted ODB. She called her trailer park trash, and she ended up paying for it. ODB put her away in less than 30 seconds. After the match, Eric Young ended up appearing on stage. He was dressed in a suit, and ODB said, I want the guy I married. I want my husband. Eric Young ends up stripping down, revealing a Speedo, and they end up embracing just another absolutely hilarious segment. I don't know what to say. I mean, these two guys are just, girl and guy, are just absolutely phenomenal together. Eric Young, ODB, they're just great. I mean, this is some good stuff. Then we go into a recap of the AJ Styles, Claire Lynch story, and eventually Daniels and Kazarian will pay for what they did to AJ Styles. AJ Styles has vowed about that, and he is worried about his next Bound for Glory series match. Then we see Brother Love, who's Bruce Pritchard, Taz, and Al Snow all talking backstage about the gut check contestant who will get his gut check judging segment tonight. All right. Then we go into the next match. AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe in the Bound for Glory series match. This is match of the night. Incredible work by both of the superstars involved in this match. A lot of reversals, a lot of false finishes, a lot of keeping you on the edge of your seat. I was marking out for both guys in this match, just like I was marking out for Kurt Angle later on in the night. And trust me, these guys, the wrestling that they provide, the talent that they provide, them going out there, putting it all on the line for us, the wrestling fans. Regardless of the reaction they receive, negative or positive, they put their neck on the line for us. Regardless if we like the gimmick, these guys go out there. They could end up paralyzed at the end of the night, and they definitely deserve our respect. Incredible match. Samoa Joe ends up picking up the win at a little over 8 minutes for 7 points in the Bound for Glory series. And then we go into Kurt Angle. He was shown talking about the importance of his match with Jeff Hardy tonight to determine who advances to the Final Four in the Bound for Glory series. Then we go into Angle versus Hardy. This is going to be the main event. This is the last Bound for Glory Series match of the night. We find out that there will be 2 additional Bound for Glory Series matches next week. And before this, there was a gut check judging segment. Taz, Bruce Pritchard, and Al Snow decided that the contestant, Chris Louis, is not going to get the TNA opportunity. But who was sitting ringside throughout all this? None other than Joey Ryan, creating a stir as always, ends up throwing his drink into Al Snow's face. Al Snow jumps the barricade and goes running after them. Joey Ryan's making a lot of noise, and I have a feeling that we're going to continue to see him on our television screen, and I really like how they're going among this. I don't know if Joey Ryan was ever intended after his gut check judging segment to be brought back in, and he just created the noise on the internet, or this is a complete work, but I really like how they're going with this entire angle. Then we go into the main event, Kurt Angle versus Jeff Hardy. This is a great match. I was marking out for Angle. I'm sitting here cheering, Angle, Angle, Angle. And I've actually met both of these superstars. I met Kurt Angle at an autograph signing. I met Jeff Hardy at a live TNA event. I was fortunate enough to actually get to enter the ring, shake his hand, take a picture with him, and hold his version of the TNA World Heavyweight title, the Immortal Championship. This is a great match, a great closing match for the night. I do have to say, we see Jeff Hardy pick up the win at 11 minutes and 16 seconds to earn 7 points in the Bound for Glory series. Yes, guys, I printed my notes tonight. I was dealing with a whole bunch of crap from people online, answering little troll comments. So I was watching the show, dealing with this, but I definitely wanted to provide you guys with an Impact review. It was a great match, I do have to say. And then we see the couple matches announced, and then we see the payoff of the night, what everybody wanted to see. Austin Aries ends up coming out. The Aces and Eights end up attacking. All the superstars end up coming out, and Austin Aries is the victim of attack one more time. He ends up getting hit in the head by some random member of the Aces and Eights who comes right out of the crowd. He was like a fan in attendance. He pulls a mask up over his face, hits him with a flapjack. I thought it was a little hammer, and absolute chaos to end Impact Wrestling once again. I really like where they're going with the Aces and Eights. I honestly am pretty happy about them ending the Claire Lynch, Dixie, AJ Styles storyline. Claire Lynch's work just really wasn't up to par. She was really an enigma. One week she did okay, one week she just was totally flopping. And to be honest, the lawyer they brought in last week wasn't too much better. But I'm really glad that they moved away from that. It was a good, well thought out storyline. They tried. I do have to say they tried, but unfortunately Claire Lynch dropped the ball. You had incredible talent in AJ Styles. You had incredible mic skills in Kazarian, and even better mic skills in Daniels. I mean, it was just set up for success, but then you had the enigma in Claire Lynch, and we all know Dixie Carter isn't really strong on the mic. That's why she stays out of things. That's why she stays back and runs the business. And everybody's made comments about Dixie. I think Dixie's done an incredible job. You know what? If it wasn't for Dixie, working as a publicist for TNA and working for the Jarretts when Health South pulled out of that deal, and her going to her father, Robert Carter, who owns Panda Energy, and asking Robert Carter to buy that company or buy a share in that company and support that young upcoming company so there would be another large professional wrestling company. Well, they weren't that large at that point, but they had a vision, and they're living out their vision every single day. I want to know your guys' thoughts. I want to know your guys' feedback, and I hope you drop them below. Thanks for checking out this review, and for the effing brand of wrestling and entertainment here on YouTube.com. My name is Brian Crazy. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you later.